What's up, kaosgamers? Guess what? Mango video. Today we are going to be doing a. Okay, since y'all like my last tutorial on how to get started on a game, which was Trove, this time I'm going to do a video on this, or on another game, Overwatch. Okay. Let me just change the title of the video real quick. No. No, I don't have a Black Ops 3 case. Edit here. Title. How to get started on Overwatch. Save. Okay guys, so first off, if you are just new to this game, I actually recommend playing either Soldier 76, Reaper, Roadhog, or one of the least liked characters that in my experience that I've heard of, Bastion. And here's a character that you should never, ever start out with unless you've played like a game like Team Fortress 2 or something like that. And that is Tracer. Tracer is basically the... How can I say this? She's like the ultimate balance of a character. She's bad if you don't know how to use her, but she's really, really good when you do know how to use her. Like, seriously. She is an amazing character once you know how to use her. I honestly still don't know how to use Tracer very much, but I played with her a few games ago, and I believe I got like 17 eliminations, something like that. That was like my second or third time ever playing with Tracer. Actually, I take that back. I think it was like about my 10th. So, you always have to have a main. In my opinion, I have 4 different mains. Well, actually, a lot of mains. Because if you're in like a 6v6, in my opinion, you should always have about 6 mains. So you can actually have, on the rare chance that all of your other mains are taken, you still have one that you're good with. So for me, my mains are Genji, Hanzo, Sombra, Roadhog, and Mercy. Mercy is actually in my opinion, the best medic, because she's the most useful to have on your team, and she's the most offensive medic, in my opinion at least. She's easy to use, easy to get the controls down and stuff like that. Reaper, he's an all-around good DPS character. If you don't want to start with Soldier 76, I'd recommend starting with Reaper. Roadhog, he's another DPS character. Well, he's a tank, but in my opinion, he's kind of a DPS character. Okay, wait a second. Hi, Christendo Gamer. In my opinion, never use Doomfist. In my opinion, he was one of the worst characters in this game. Mainly because his time is so slow for his moves that you really don't have time to... In my opinion, at least. This is just my own opinion, so... In my opinion, he's just not good. I don't know, I deleted it. Ana, she's okay. But she's another she's one of the snipers in this game that really doesn't do very much damage. Well, she's one of the 2 snipers, but she does the least damage out of all of them. Bastion, he is basically the starter's dream. He is the character that he's basically like a stronger version of Soldier 76. Version of Soldier 76. He can heal. He can transform into a minigun turret kind of thing, kind of like Soldier 76. He can heal, use blaster rockets, stuff like that. He's like a all-in-one mashup. Sure. Diva. In my opinion, I think I only have like 5 minutes played with her. As you can tell, I really don't have very many. Where is it? Diva, 3 minutes. Who is the person I've least played with? Winston with 1 minute. Diva, like, yeah, she's one like another character like Tracer. You have to be kind of good with her. You have to know how to use her to be able to. Okay, this is sounding really out of proportion. You have to know how to use her character correctly to be able to succeed. Same thing with Doomfist. Genji, in my opinion, he's like a mid, late starter. Like, once you know how to you have like the hang of everything, he's a really good character. Hanzo, basically the same thing, but he takes a little bit more accuracy and precision. And he does a little bit more damage than Genji, I think. But Genji's like way more like fast-paced than Hanzo if you want a good DPS character, like a really extreme DPS character. Junkrat, he is, in my opinion, one of the most annoying characters to play against, because he either has traps sitting around everywhere, mines sitting around everywhere, or he's in such a high vantage point he can see the entire map and blow the crap out of you. Once again, that sounded really, really wrong. Lucio, he's okay. Next character. McCree, he's one of those you have to get used to. He could, depending on your style of gameplay for games like first-person shooters and stuff, he's a pretty good character. Okay, let me think of it. He has a stun grenade and a dash for his abilities. Well, after this, I'm going to go through and name all the abilities that they have. Mei, she is basically the freeze character of all of them. I don't know. She, in my opinion, she has a better combo than a flare, than a, what's an ice-type Pokemon? A Baba Snow on steroids. That's the best way I can put her combo. Mercy, like I said, she's a really good healer, and she's kind of a good offensive support character. If you want an offensive support, you can choose, if you want a fully offensive support, you should choose Symmetra. Arisa, she is basically one of the best tanks, in most people's opinion. Mine, not really. It's either Roadhog or is kind of a good character, in my opinion at least. She has really good range. She has really, really useful things she could use, abilities. Pharah, she's like the striker of Overwatch. She has a jetpack. She can fly over, and she can fly over obstacles, but she has limited fuel on her jetpack, so you always got to be careful of that. Reaper, like I said, he's a really good main to use. Stuff like that. And he also does a crap ton of damage. Okay. Okay, so basically, Reinhardt, he's a character that can definitely take some getting used to. I played with him a little bit, and I do not like him at all. Like, he'd be okay if you like these type of characters like this, but I'm really not into this, like, Reinhardt kind of get up. Well, not the name exactly, but, basically what I'm trying to get at is, I'm not used to his style of gameplay just yet, but I need to practice on him a little bit more and stuff like, and, you know, get used to him a little bit more. Roadhog, he is basically the Scorpion of Overwatch. And you'll see why once I get to the abilities. Soldier 76, he's this multi-tool of every character. Of all the Overwatch characters. He can heal, he does damage, pretty good damage at that, and he can sprint, which is always a good thing. He's the only character in this game that can actually sprint. And that has a sprint button, per se. Like, Summer, she can also sprint too with one of her abilities, but it's not like unlimited sprint like Soldier 76's is. Summer, she's also a pretty good character to play as. Like, if you have a really good strategy for her, which is like one of the most popular, I think, where you use her teleporters, place one right next to the thing, get on the point and try to get a couple kills off of them, and then teleport back. But the bad thing is it only lasts 15 seconds. Symmetra, she is basically how can I say this? Like the Trapper of Overwatch. She has like a microwave gun kind of little turrets she can place down. She's the support version of the next character, which is Torbjorn. Torbjorn is a kind of cool character. His primary weapon could get in my opinion, could be worked on just a little bit, but in my opinion, I'm in Tracer. She's a good character, honestly, and I'm not even really that good with her, but I know she's kind of a good character. Widowmaker, once again, a character that I need to get used to, and that I'm trying to get used to. Winston, if you main Winston, you might want to either skip about 20 to 30 seconds ahead. I personally do not like Winston. He's a really good, like, support character. Honestly, I think he should be in the support class, in my opinion. Just lower his health, well, not lower his health, but just, like, put him in there because he's, like, the ultimate shield generator for the team. He does good damage, too, but yeah. Zarya, I've only played with her a little bit. She's like, she's basically like the most well-known tank of them all. Zenyatta, he basically is like, I really don't know how to compare him. He's like, I don't know exactly how to put that. Okay, so starting at the top, Ana, she has a sleep dart, and she can also throw down a healing potion for teammates and herself. Bastion, he can repair himself, which is self-healing, and he can turn into a turret. And Diva has a shield, micro missiles, and I think something else. Wait, can you click on the card and see her abilities? I thought you could at a point. Okay, so her ultimate when she can be taken out of her thing is call a new mech, and self-destruct is that, basically. She also has boosters with L1, defense matrix, and micro missiles. I'm just going to do that for all of them. Biotic rifle, which is the gun that she has, her primary. Ultimate nano boost increases an ally's damage while reducing damage taken. Sleep dart, like I said. Biotic grenade, which heals Ana or her teammates. Configuration, which is sentry, which is reconfigure, switch between weapon configurations. Recon, which is mobile with a light automatic weapon, and his ultimate is a tank. He's basically the turret mode with rockets, and he can move around. Self-repair, like I said, and he's ironclad, which is a passive ability. I already did Diva. Hand cannon, which is basically his short-range weapon with spread, reloads automatically. Meteor strike, he basically jumps up in the air and you can take out a bunch of characters in a certain area. Seismic slam, leap forward and smash to the ground. Rising uppercut, knock an enemy into the air. Rocket punch, hold to charge and release to launch forward and knock an enemy back. Damage increases if the enemy hits a wall. Passive, the best defense, dealing damage with abilities, creates temporary personal shields. Genji, he just has the reflect and swift strike, which basically he goes and takes them out, kind of, like, he just moves very quickly. Throw an accurate burst of 3 projectiles, throw a fan of projectiles in an arc. I actually did not know that, and I played with him kind of medium-ish. Dragon Blade, which is unsheath a deadly melee weapon. Deflect incoming projectiles, which basically means you can fire them back at the character that's shooting you. Except for, I don't think it works for Junkrat, though. And you can't melee him while he's doing the deflect, which I think is kind of... Like, from the front, I can understand, because you're, like, blocking, but from the back, if you try and melee them, I don't think it works. But, I think that should work, honestly. And just swift strike, like I said, and passive is cyber agility, climb on walls, and double jump. Hanzo, he has the same passive ability, I believe. Passive won't climb, jump at walls to climb up them. Sonic Arrow, which reveals an enemies for a short time upon impact. And then Scatter Arrow, which is splits into multiple ricochet arrows on impact. I believe it's 3 or 4. His main weapon is the Storm Bow, and his ultimate is Dragon Strike, which basically means he'll shoot an arrow and a giant dragon pops out that does a lot of damage. Junkrat, Frag Launcher, he's basically the launcher of the game. Riptire, it's basically... Best way I can relate it to is an RCXD from Call of Duty. Concussion Mine, which is really useful to get around the map and to take people out. Placed an immobilizing trap, which immobilizes them for, I think, about 5 seconds-ish. Passive is Total Mayhem, deals no damage to stealth with explosive. Drop bombs on death. Lucio, he is a sonic amplifier, which is basically like it launches them if you hit them. Sound barrier, create temporary shields for nearby allies. R1 is crossfade, switches between 2 songs. Healing boost heals nearby enemies, and speed boost makes nearby allies move faster. Amp it up, increase your effectiveness of your current song. Sound wave, create a short range blast wave to knock your enemies away from you. Jump onto a wall to ride along it. I actually forgot he could do that. Mercury, he has accurate, powerful revolver and wildly fire remaining rounds out of his Peacekeeper, which is a revolver. Ultimate Deadeye, face off against your targets, press and a triangle, stuff like that. You know, May. Endothermic blaster, short range spray, that weapon that freezes. Long range icicle launcher. And that's basically the thing. Freeze them and then use your L2 to take them out. Ultimate is Blizzard. Basically, she throws a thing up in the air which freezes a bunch of people in a radius. Cryo Freeze is a healing, and then Ice Wall is just, like it says, an ice wall. Let's go to Mercy now. Mercy, she has a colorless staff. Hold to heal an ally. Hold R1 to increase allies' damage inflicted. Her Cardus CS Blaster, automatic weapon. Ultimate Valkyrie, gain the ability to fly. Guardian Angel, fly towards an ally. Resurrect, revived a dead teammate. Downed or dead teammate. Angelic Descent, fall very slowly. Honestly, I never used that. Passive regeneration, automatically heal over time. That's another thing I like about this game. Whenever they update or buff or nerf a character, they usually buff or nerf one or two more, because this might sound weird, but I can kind of relate this game to Pokemon, because there's always something that's a character that can do better against another one, or a character that'll do worse than another one, or that can be owned by another one. Fusion Driver, automatic projectile weapon, slows Orisa while firing. Ultimate Supercharger, deploy a device that increases damage inflicted by your allies. I think it also heals them too, I'm pretty sure. I think I might be wrong about that. R1 Protective Barrier, throws a device that creates a barrier. And Fortify, reduce damage taken and you cannot be stopped. Halt, which is L2. Launch and gravitational charge with L2, then detonate it with L2. The spheres and pulls nearby enemies into it. Basically a void where you... Orisa and Pharah or Junkrat are really useful in that situation, or Hanzo with his ultimate, or Tracer with her ultimate, and D.Va with her ultimate, because they're both range damage kind of things. Same with Doomfist, or Mei too. Well, Mei is kind of like the Orisa's L2 for the ultimate. Okay, on the Pharah, rocket launcher, which is a long range explosive. Rocket barrage, launches a continuous volley of mini rockets. Jump jet, fly rapidly upwards. Concussive blast, launch an explosive blast to knock back enemies. Hover jets, hold to hover. Hold X to hover. Holy cow. Reaper, which is Hellfire shotguns, short range spread weapons, damage all night by enemies with Death Blossom. He just spins around and shoots and yells, die, die, die. Shadow Step, teleport to a targeted location. Wraith form, move faster and become invulnerable, but you cannot shoot. Reaping, dealing damage heals you. Huh, I actually did not know that about Reaper. I'm finding out stuff while you are finding out stuff too. Rocket Hammer, devastating melee weapon. Ultimate or Shadow Knockdown, all enemies in front of you. Charge forward with a smash and smash an enemy against a wall. Fire Strike, launch a fiery projectile. Barrier Field, hold L2 to deploy a frontal energy barrier. Roadhog. No. Hero Info. Scrap Gun, which he can short range target spread, medium range spread weapon. I usually use L or R2. I use L2 sometimes. Ultimate is Whole Hog. He basically turns his gun to a minigun and like a chain gun kind of. Chain Hook, you can drag an enemy towards you. Take a breather, you can heal yourself. Soldier 76, like I said, he has a heavy pulse rifle tactical visor, which means he can shoot anyone within a certain radius of his sight. Sprint, run faster while moving forward. Biotic Field, heals himself, and Helix Rockets, which are basically rockets that do damage. machine pistol, which is basically like any SMG from any other game. Ultimate EMP hacks enemies and basically hacking them prevents them from doing anything with their abilities. Translocator, which is basically what I was talking about, the teleporter. Stealth, become invisible and move quickly. And hack is basically what that is, but just the ultimate, but just on another thing. Passive opportunist, you detect critically injured enemies through walls. Symmetra, photon projector, short range beam with increased damage. Hold to charge, release it to fire orb. Deadly teleporter that connects to the spawn room, or deploy a teleporter that connects to the spawn room. Ultimate, which is shield generator. Deploy a generator that provides additional shields for allies. Sentry turret, deploy a small turret that does damage and deals slow photon barriers and barrier that moves towards the enemy. So you can actually kind of use it as a moving cover. Torbjorn, he has a rivet gun, slow firing, a long range weapon, inaccurate but powerful short range weapon. Forge hammer, swing to improve your turret or damage an enemy. Molten core, increase your weapon attack, gain additional armor, and temporarily upgrade a level 2 turret to level 3. Armor pack, build an armor power up, build turret, build an upgradable turret. Passive scrap collector, collect scrap to gain resources. Trans blasters, pulse pistols. Her ultimate is pulse bomb, which is just drops a big bomb in front of or to a bunch of enemies. Blink, she can like sort of teleport, and then her recall, she can travel back in time 3 seconds to heal to previous location, and she can actually heal herself to full health if she was at full health. And another cool thing is, from that point of, like, let's say you had a bunch of ammo, or you had full clips, and you went in to attack a Reaper. The Reaper had you at like 20 health, and you fired off all your ammo. Recall, and you will have all your ammo and all your health back, and he will still have the same exact amount of health that you left him with. So, which is actually pretty cool. Widowmaker, we're almost done with this video, guys. Widow's Kiss, automatic assault rifle. Hold L2 for long-range sniper weapon. Ultimate Infrasight, provide your team with a view of the enemy's location. Grappling hook, launch a hook that pulls towards the ledge. Venom mine is basically a poison trap. Winston, he has the same kind of thing. Tesla cannon, electric frontal cone weapon. Ultimate primal rage, gain immense health, but you can only leap and punch enemies. Jump pack, leap forward into the air. And barrier projector, which is basically a shield, like a 180-degree shield. Particle cannon, short range linear beam weapon or energy grenade launcher. Ultimate gravitation surge, launch a gravity well that pulls enemies into it. Particle barrier, create a damage barrier around you. Particle barrier, create a damage barrier around an ally. And possess passive energy. Damage blocked by barriers, increase particle cannon damage. I actually did not know that about Zarya. And then finally Zenyatta. Orb of Destruction. Energy projectile weapon. Charge to release more projectiles. Ultimate transcendence. I don't know how to say that. Become invulnerable, move faster, and heal nearby allies. Orb of Discord, which is basically weakens the enemy. And then Orb of Harmony, which heals an ally. So, let's see. What else was they gonna do? Oh yeah, the credits. The credits that you can get from the loot box are actually... Loot boxes are here that you can win by doing, by going into the arcade or simply leveling up. Arcade is you have to win 9 matches. Every 3 matches you win, you'll get a loot box. Every time you level up, you get a loot box. Yeah. So, and there's always these things like, right, this week it's deathmatch, team deathmatch, 6v6 lockout elimination, which is 3v3 of 6v6 lockout elimination, and mystery heroes, which means you'll randomly spawn with a hero every single time. And quick play is just a match game browser. What I like about this is basically a custom game, but you can still get XP for it, which is honestly, in my opinion, kind of cool. The coins you get from the thing you can use to purchase skins or emotes or anything like that. Kind of like these skins, Junker or Scavenger, Beaver, Junebug, Officer, things like this. You can also use it to purchase that. Weapons, golden guns. You get these points from doing you get golden guns by getting 3,000 points, which are which you get by playing competitive mode once you unlock by doing level 25. And I think that is all for this episode, guys. Hope you enjoyed this video. Remember, like, comment, and subscribe. Like if you want to keep seeing series like this. Comment what you'd like to see for a future series and topics that I should, or future games I should do for a tutorial. Tomorrow I might upload a tutorial on Battlefield 1. I know I might be doing a video on Black Ops 3, Overwatch, or a Battlefield video, or something on the Assassin's Creed Revelation, just funny moments on that, and just messing around on a game, something like that. So, hope you all guys enjoyed, and subscribe if you like my content. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Remember, stay chaotic. See you in the next video. Did you like that? If you did, say yes I did in the comments or something. And talk to you guys in the next video. Peace.